came from Jesus.
Today's word is reciprocity. Reciprocity. Don't ask me to do a damn thing that you wouldn't do for me.
Now, this is an update on Sam and how he's doing since his mom went back to jail. Hello, everyone. I hope all is well.
So, we already talked. Hello? Hi, Sam.
Hi.
How are you, buddy?
I'm doing well right now.
Good. So, first of all, how's your day going?
Day's been fine so far.
Oh, that's good. You are currently with your Papa Bear, Sam Sr.?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Have you noticed the remarkable difference in tone since Sam went back to live with his dad?
So I pretty much just called for an update. The audience, they have been, following your story and, watching you for quite some time. And then kind of they went from seeing you and hearing you to kind of just, you're just gone. You just kind of just disappeared, and I come and tell everybody you're okay, but I would prefer, like I said before, if you spoke for yourself and let everyone know. You said you were completely fine with coming on and updating everyone and letting everyone know that you're okay. So for the audience, are you okay, Sam?
No, this is Sean Davy Way. His information will be in the description section, along with the link to this video.
Yes, I've been perfectly fine.
Great. So how's everything been going with your dad?
Well, things are good. I've been figuring stuff out. Trying to see what I could do to finally get myself a form of New York State ID. Try to get a driver's license. To be figured out in time, though. It will be a little bit before I get it.
Yeah.
And in the midst of that as well, he's been helping me train up. We've been hanging the gym. It's just downstairs, and been working some muscles I haven't worked on before when I was younger. But it's helping.
Absolutely. So you've been working now. You've been looking to get like your driver's license in the state of New York.
Yeah, I've basically been getting a bit more productive.
Yeah, and Dad's been helping with that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So we're so happy for you. We're so proud of you. So I know that your mom. She was definitely in some type of situation, the situation that she's in with you exiting to go be with your father. Have you spoke to your mother since?
No, I haven't been able to get in contact with her, though that may be solely because of the situation that she's in. I'm not sure I can exactly, I can't exactly call her cell phone.
Yeah. Absolutely. So you have no idea pretty much what's going on with her, like legally and whatnot, unless somebody updates you?
Unless someone else updates me, I don't have an idea.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so unfortunate.
Yeah. Absolutely. So being with your father again and whatnot, how different is it from being with your mother?
Well, I guess in terms of me specifically, in terms of where I stand in between living with my mom and my dad, pretty much same way I feel between the both of them.
Yeah.
Oh, Sam, he's trying so hard not to offend either parent.
With them is not a big problem with me, and they both care for me very well.
Yeah. Absolutely. Do you feel a little bit more productive being with your father?
Artistically speaking, I think I was maybe maybe a tad more protective with my mom, but that's only artistically speaking. And art-wise, I don't really need that much help, considering I've been drawing for pretty much the majority of my life.
Yeah.
The art-wise, one of the few things that I managed to do is it was painting my very first canvas, and from what I hear from reception from other people, it's a very good canvas for my first real solo work since school.
Yeah. So during being productive, meaning in being able to express yourself through art, you are more productive when you're with your mother, but you still get to do your art and do those things with your father as well. So it's pretty much like the same, just more on your mom's side, less on your father's.
It's the same. It's pretty much the same, but it just differs depending on which one I'm with.
Yeah.
But it's not like a full-on change where I sacrifice one thing for another. I pretty much keep up the same level of skill. It's just I'm working on a different aspect of myself depending on who I'm with.
Yeah. Absolutely. Your grandmother leaving Shreveport and being with your family, Lachelle, how do you feel about that?
I'm glad that I'm relieved, because it's tough being alone when you don't really have anyone else to fall back on.
Absolutely. And you're talking about your grandmother, right?
Yeah, talking about her. Yeah. And I'm just so relieved that at least for the time now, for now, until she decides when she wants to go back, if she wants to. Mm-hmm. She has other people she can rely on for the moment, instead of just doing everything all by herself.
We all are aware of when Jaguar gets out, Mama Wright will go right back to Jaguar.
Yeah. I'm glad that, she got to get around people too that can assist her and whatnot, instead of her just being down there, like you said, having nothing to fall back on. So yeah, that's good. So with being in New York and whatnot, getting your driver's license and all of that, mm-hmm. Are you planning on working and whatnot too?
I'm thinking of thankfully there are a couple of jobs I can get that are more there are a couple of art jobs I can get that are here in New York, but they require me to get around though.
Yeah. And you mean driving, correct?
Yeah, driving, and the only other alternative to that is taking the train or taking the bus.
Mm-hmm. So that's why you're working on getting your license first.
Yeah, so that I can be able to actually travel around. As much as my younger self wouldn't want to admit it, at this point where I am now, my legs and my feet aren't going to be able to really get me to places where I want or have to be efficiently. Not unless if I make some extensive amount of planning that I'm not fully used to.
Yeah. Absolutely. And working and traveling around to get to work and all that good stuff, it's a whole nother world. But I think you'll do well in it. I think you'll do really good in that realm. And I like that you are taking steps towards it, instead of just sitting around and not being productive. You're being as productive as you can in that way, as fast as you can, because it's not like an overnight thing. Rome wasn't built in a day.
Yeah.
So it takes time, but I'm just glad you're not taking your time for granted. I'm glad that you are using it, using this time to better yourself and do things and get things that you didn't have before. So yeah, I'm proud of you. I think that's great. I think you're on the right path.
Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. So your art, how can we see this art? Can I put your art, can you send me some pictures or something, and I can put them up and whatnot?
I could definitely. How should I send it?
Okay, we'll talk about that offline. But okay, I definitely want to be able to show.
As for everyone else, I think suffice to say, while I do make art, how I post it is pretty much trying to find a needle in the haystack, basically, without me actually voicing it. And unfortunately, I don't have a lot of sites. I barely use Instagram. I sometimes post stuff on Twitter, but not really to much of an audience.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but I would love to show people your art, and if they were interested in, displaying it somewhere, or maybe even purchasing it, you never know. So, but yeah, I would love to be able to post those things and whatnot, because I think you expressing yourself that way. I just wanted everybody to hear that you were doing okay and all that good stuff, and you are. When your mom comes home, is there a possibility that you may return to her?
I feel like at some point I would like to go, but I do not have a specific date on when I want to go. It's like,
Poor Sam, he's so conflicted. I mean, he has grown accustomed to the chaos. He understands his mom.
for instance, to give an example, I'm not sure if I should really go back immediately once I hear she's back, because because while I'm here, I know I'm going to be able to get some things done. So it's a best way I can summarize things is that at some point I would like to go back and see her, but I'd rather do that at a point where I'd like to do that at a point where I can easily go between visiting mom and the people down south, and then being able to visit everyone over here at the East Coast with not much of a problem.
Yeah. So you're saying that you want it to be a visit when you see her?
Yeah. Okay. A visit, and maybe a stay if the situation looks to be good enough to settle.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I'm so proud of you. You've done a lot of soul searching.
So that's it. That was the gist of what he said. And I mean, Sam loves both his parents, and for him to feel conflicted is natural. I mean, he's been with his mom for a greater part of his life, and the chaos and so on could become a bit of a normal, everyday thing because he's been going through it for a long time. But I wish him all the best. And yeah, I just thought I should bring this to you. Anyway, as always, stay safe and be self-aware, and subscribe for more snippets of wisdom and real talk. See you in the next video.
I said what I said.